There's a lot of YouTube channels on tree work that I subscribe to and I pay attention to. And I wanted to put a little bit out there about some of the stuff that I like to watch. There's obviously there's the bigger ones from some of the tool companies. Cheryl Tree's got a lot of really good videos. And, there's a guy in Australia called Ace Tree Management. He's got some really exciting videos. It pretty much just shows you working jobs. And a lot of the videos I watch just show guys out there working. Sometimes you'll put them up to, some high-tech music, and it's all about the action. And I do a few of them like that. But there's another guy that I've been watching quite a bit lately, a guy named Patrick. He's got a YouTube channel called The Educated Climber. And I got to give him kudos. He's doing a really good job of putting some valuable information out there. And there's another guy, he responds to my channel quite a bit, named Richard Mumford. And he's starting to grow. He's got some good stuff on his channel. It's not a big channel yet, but he's got a really interesting video called Breaking Stuff. So go check that out. He tests all different kinds of ropes and webbing and stuff. He puts them on a machine and snaps them and shows you the breaking point of some of them. And I learned a lot from watching that. Anyway, the point of this conversation is, I do an occasional video of a job showing some exciting stuff, but the purpose of my channel is really not about, hey, look at me, look at us working, look at this cool, action shot. I do some of that, but it's really about, the title is Trees and Tree Care, but the main purpose is I like to show situations, trees that are in trouble, helping people to identify problems. If you can see a problem from a distance, then it's usually something worth inspecting and checking it out. But if you see a tree and you go up to it and do a walk around and look at the base and try to identify any potential hazards, that's where I'm coming from. I really want to help people out on the not only the individual species, but some of the special things we do. Now, I'm pretty old school. If I showed you the way that I climb, you'd probably roll your eyes and say, hey, man, where's the SRT? Get this tool out, get that tool out. How come you're not using this apparatus? I kind of fall back to, tried and true, what I've always done. I do use a Blake's hitch. I also use a taut line hitch. Hey, that's what I got used to. I love it. I'm fast, I'm quick. It's a safe way of climbing. There's safe, there's safer, there's safest. Safe is still safe. Okay. Anyway, so I'm not going to go into showing you how I tie knots. So I'm not going to show you, specifics of what I'm doing. I'm not trying to teach you how to climb, because this channel is really for, it's for arborists, aspiring arborists, but it's also for tree lovers, people that want to know more about how to help themselves to identify problems. So I'm going to show you one right now. I found one today that kind of blew my mind. I hate to say it, but most people are truly oblivious when it comes to their trees. They rarely look up, they rarely pay attention, and it's only when somebody comes along and says you've got a problem that they even think about it. And even with that, oftentimes people say, oh, it's just a tree, or oh, it's been there a long time, or oh, I just drove by, I don't know these people, this is not something that I've been called out to look at. But all you armchair arborists out there, or professional arborists, or people that want to get into the trade, take a good look at this. I'm just looking at this tree from the one side. If I start digging around in there, I think it's going to show itself to be so much worse. What's kind of interesting is it looks like there that might be a mushroom up there that's dried out. I thought that might have been tar. But boy, look around, look deep. This thing is so ready to split. And what gets me is, well, that car's toast. And if anybody's parked in that driveway, that car will be toast. Probably won't hit the house. tree is going to leaf out with tons and tons of weight from all these balls up here, liquid amber balls. The decay is just going to continue to get worse and worse and worse. And the day is going to come that this thing is absolutely going to split. And there's no question about it. Should I bring it to these people's attention? Well, my bid is across the street, so I don't know what I'm going to do.